posted in the act. Got to hit the club. We've been mobbing all day. On some Jono. VIP stats. Look around the club. What do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves. You like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. Hey, shorty, what they call it? They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more the more it's looking smooth.
EA Sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go from the Steel City. From the 35, it's first and 10.
11-90. Here we go.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11. Here we go. 11.
On first down, Burrow. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he will get into the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 20. Decent field position to start this drive. Gonna get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. A throw on the first play from Rodgers. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
throw on first down. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here's second down and 4. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Roger. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On the return is Jones. How about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. Can. 12. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one, and it'll be second down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
4th down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. This a yard short of the record from 65 yards out. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hulk, over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Johnson. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Another run here with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. On the handoff, Johnson is running right. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
36-yard line.
Back north. Right.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Third, they need 8.
Zoom. Take 20.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
Blue 58. Go to 50. Hey, you block plant. Jumbo. 26. Back north. Inside.
Rodgers to throw. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Steeler first down. On the ground, it's Jaylen Warren. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. 1 quarter in the books. 16-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got it second down and 12 to go. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Third down, they need 5.
18. 26.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. They'll talk things over before third down.
Strong right! Strong right! Stand on it! Split 58! Strong right! Split 58!
On third down, they go with Warren. And the Steelers are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Johnson. And looked like he might have had a lead, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. One more time with Johnson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers get it back to within 9.
16. Steelers 7. Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Fine, ready? 11, Thomas.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Jalen Ramsey up to make the play.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 5.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Burrow. All alone, it's the tight end, Laporta. And they will finally run him down. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 32 yards.
And Mike, week in and week out, I still don't understand how tight ends continue to be disrespected and left wide open in the passing game. I mean, he's the biggest target on the field. How do you lose track of him? Somebody needs to identify their responsibility, stay in their zone and coverage, and make sure they take that big target away. Because if not, I guarantee this quarterback's going to continue to look at him early and often. And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Brown. And the Bengals are going to be set up first and goal. Strong running brings them to the 9.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Burrow working in the pistol. escaping to his left. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal.
Here, 11 mighty.
Burrow now. And that is Hunt in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
McPherson kicking off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Get 300. Get 300. Blue 58, 26. Blue 58.
A first down throw from Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Inside. No. Get 300. 390.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Down the right sideline. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Using the tight end to get to the end zone. Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Twelve. Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now, Burrow. The throw right side, pulled in by Noel. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Now Brown. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
11 MT.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
11 Here we go.
Carry here for Brown. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout to talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
Now, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try.
A 62-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Box it. Zoom. Right.
First down for Aaron. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This way.
A give. Here's Johnson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Thanks to the big tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 23 yards on that pass play. That's a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
319. Hey, 88.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
26. We are going.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He'll swing this out to Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Makes it
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
And that is no good. He missed it, and they do not cut into the deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. So we reached the intermission. It was been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. His kick is good, and the Bengals will extend this third quarter lead.
Steelers 14.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that ball well before it got started.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Screen 18. Screen 18.
A run here with Johnson. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go to 50. Hey, back north. Hey, 88. Inside. Jump out. Yeah, Liz.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
Over. Get 300. Get plant. Stay right. 26. Go to 50. Take 30. Hey, take 26. Hey, Lex.
Rogers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Back north.
4th down. Rogers. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
2-point try coming up. Rogers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
To throw is Rogers. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
MT. Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. On target to Laporta. And he is out of bounds. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he will score! Sam Laporta! Touchdown, Cincinnati. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals are able to extend the lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block 319. Take 30. Right now, you got 58.
Rogers on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact instantly. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job at that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and 10.
319. Look at that.
Rodgers. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he's on to punt for the second time. And he got all of this one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 11, MT, take. Right 80. Right shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one just too far. Out in front, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. The master of play action, Rodgers. Now he'll air one out, and that is incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Again, left side here for Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down and 9.
Back north. 3-8, jumbo. Zoom. Hey, 626. Hey, 88. 630. Give it. For the 50.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 9.
Yeah, this. Gun. Go to 50. Hey, you 26. Get 300. Go to 50. Hey, you block inside. Back north. Okay, over here.
Now Rodgers. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will go all the way. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Second touchdown of the are able to edge a bit closer.
Steelers 29. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
On one, right? 11, 11, 11. Here we go. 11, Thomas. Right, 80, 12.
A first down throw for Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
Inside the 10, it is caught to the goal line and in. Jamar Chase, touchdown Bengals. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 29. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Hey, 626. 18. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Jumbo.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 24.
From the gun, Rodgers. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Blue 58. Stay Mike. Right now, you got 58.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First and 10.
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
58.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him out.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
26.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Here's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers are able to cut into the deficit.
Steelers 36. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No fun of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Rush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds at the 45. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On first and 10, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll lead to a second down.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Throwing is Burrow. Rolling right. He's going to try it here again. That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Gain of 29 yards. First down, Bengals.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Gun.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 22 now, here's second and 6.
Here we go.
Burrow. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
The second down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
No.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
That is on 5-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
Second and 6.
Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes second down.
Jim. Get me 18. Yeah, this. Hey, 88. Jumbo. Poco over here. Screen again.
They'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, Rodgers. He's got the connection there to Valdez-Scantling. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Warren. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. The pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
50, green 18. Hey, take 26. Take 30. Green 18.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
12. Here we go. Stop.
Burrow working in the pistol. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
First down, Cincinnati.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. And make that a 5th straight victory as they're looking tougher and tougher to beat every week, especially heading to